Check. All right, my bad. There's no sound. Okay. Yeah, I'll start that again.
To think differently. The risk is high to speak openly. Everyone is connected, and freedom of speech is protected. As long as you say what they want to hear. She blocked me, I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. All it took, and she blocked me. I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute, one wrong word is all it took. Taking up politics way too far. The country's in a cold civil war. Everyone is connected. Freedom of speech is protected. As long as you say what they want to hear. She blocked me, I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me. I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took. Why'd you even friend me? What you trying to sell? I can't stay silent. I see through you. Can't live a lie the way that you do. And now we're left alone with our personal clones. There's nothing left that we don't already know. Personal clones. There's nothing left that we don't already know. And she blocked me, I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me. I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. Forgot to turn on the sound at the beginning. So, doing something a little bit different. As you can see on the screen here, I got a chat that I'm using Telegram for. So if you're on Telegram, go over there, get it. It's a free app. It's really great. It's I don't know, people are saying it's really like the best app for, you know, messages and stuff like that. And you know, I was thinking, like, I want to take this stream and put it on like different places, YouTube, Twitch, like wherever. while I'm not banned there, at least, while they let me, put it as many places as I can. And I've seen other people try to do that, and then it's like, well, what do you do about the chat? People are talking on different platforms, they can't talk to each other. And I just thought, well, if I just make this Telegram chat, everyone can be in the same place. And not only that, but, if one of those places decides to say we can't be on there anymore for whatever reason, then we still got the chat. And I'm hosting this on my website now, which should be live. I haven't checked it, but I did some testing and I was pretty sure that I got it working. So yeah, we got the chat. You can see, and the other thing too is even when I'm not performing live, like, I'll still be able to communicate with you guys. So yeah, if anyone's watching, check that out. I'm still kind of getting things set for my big release of my next song, and then I'll put some more effort into letting people know about all this stuff. So there's not going to be a ton of people right now. I'm getting the kinks worked out, but yeah, hop in there in the chat. Yeah, you can see some stuff up on there. Kevin was asking, what are the rules for the chat? What's allowed and what's not allowed? And I wrote a quick reply that I used to be part of a group where we said no rules, just standards, and basically, like, I'm not really going to have any hard rules. Like, just use common sense. Like, I want people to feel comfortable where they can come in here and say what they want, and they don't have a bunch of cancel culture jerks, trying to ruin everything, ruin the fun. So, maybe I'm thinking what I should do is make like a disclaimer, like, if it sounds sarcastic, don't take it too seriously. If it sounds dangerous, don't try this at home. And if it offends you, just don't listen to it. I mean, we have so many tools that you can easily just like mute people or block people or whatever if you really don't like them. It's just like cancel culture is just insane. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't support cancel culture at all. Like, it's gonna take a lot for me to have to want to block someone or kick someone out of the chat. And I can only think of the cases where I actually have something that's a bot that's just spamming and it's not even a real human being. Then yeah, I'd get rid of that. But otherwise, guys, just the other part of that, the whole no rules, just standards thing, is just to say, like, yeah, use common sense. And what do you guys want this chat to be? Do you want it to be a cool place for everyone to hang out, or do you want it to be a garbage heap of spam and drama and not any fun, right? So use common sense and just let people be themselves. Let people say what they want to say, and don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get offended. Just be an adult and deal with it. So, all right, cool. And and that's to say also, like, hey, hecklers, whatever, you guys can say what you want. Like, free reign. As far as I'm concerned, it adds to the entertainment value of the stream. So, all right, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna play some more music for you guys. Yeah, let's see, what do I want to play? I'm gonna drink some water real quick.
run away, don't run away. Face your mistakes, we'll be okay. faced. Come dry your eyes and stay a while. Can't leave without a smile. Have faith. What's in the past is in the past. This time we'll make it last. It's not the first time this has happened. I'll stay for every overreaction. Don't run away, don't run away. Don't let regret steal another day. Don't run away, don't run away. Face your mistakes, we'll be okay. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't let regret steal another day. Don't run away. Don't run away. Face your mistakes. We'll be okay. Don't run away. Don't run away.
Cool. All right, so now is the point where I'm going to get into the inspirational moment of the night. And so let's see. I want to read something for you guys. So in James chapter 1 of the Bible, verse 2, it says, "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." And then, I won't read the whole rest of the chapter or anything, but I just want to talk about faith and patience, because it's basically saying, like, yeah, you're going to have trials, you're going to have problems, adversities, like things you go through in life. And those are the opportunities. You should count it all joy, because those are the opportunities that you have to grow in your faith and patience. And when your faith and patience, is like runs its course, then you're going to be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Meaning, like, you'll have that success. You'll have what you want in life. You'll be happy. Like, things will be good. And but it's not always easy to have that faith and patience. But I don't know. I just feel like that's something that needs to be talked about a little bit. In today's society, millennials a lot of times kind of get insulted, saying that we're just impatient and we want fast food. Everything just on demand, immediate. Can't wait for anything. But yeah, faith and patience, like the time that we're living in, like it's definitely a valuable thing to have. And I know for me personally, I kind of want to give you guys a little story about my song Miracle and the music video that I made for that. So basically, I started making that music video pretty early on. Like I had a bunch of stuff happen. I had a recording studio for a long time, and basically I just had a few situations where it was the last straw, where it's just like, people just, I just got sick of working with artists that left me hanging, that kind of like gave me false expectations, that would say, it seemed like every artist that I worked with would say, yeah, we want to do music as a living, we want to take this all the way, we want to go for it. And then they just would fall flat when it came to actually putting in the work to do that, and just weren't willing to do simple things. Like, I would I remember I spent like $400 on this series of DVDs. It was like Tom Jackson, this live music producer that would help bands have a better live show. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy this. And then every band that I work with, they can use it, and they can watch it, and they can learn and have a better live show, and that'll help them. And I'd be like, hey guys, I spent this money, I bought this, and bands would just like not care. And it's just like, okay, you told me that this is what you wanted to do, that you're, and then you don't put in the effort. You don't. I'm trying to help you. I'm spending my own money that I didn't have to do. Just because, like, my thought with the whole thing was that that as the bands that I work with succeed, then I would get more well known as a producer, and I'd get better business. And anyway, long story short, I just had a few situations where I just kind of realized, like, I just need to do my own thing, and it was something that I'd always like wanted to do. I actually originally started recording bands because I was recording some of my own stuff, and I had some friends that heard it, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool. Can you help us?" But yeah, that was a little rabbit trail. But get to back to the story I wanted to talk about. So my song "Miracle," right? When I first kind of started as a solo artist, I was trying to figure out how to put some cover songs, just to record some simple video myself singing and playing, and put that on YouTube. And I was looking for some free video editing software, and in my search, I came up with a program called Blender. And yeah, I don't know why I ended up using that for video editing, because but it's a software that lets you create 3D objects and do 3D animation. And when I started looking up videos on how to use this, that was what I came across, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so here I am. I know nothing about this. I know nothing about graphic design or photography or videography or cinematography, or let alone 3D animation with working with nodes and shaders and all this kind of stuff. But I had the faith and patience to sit down. It took me 2 years to learn the software and create this thing. But I had this vision in my head of what I wanted. I was like, wow, that's really cool. I want to do that. And that was a testing of my faith to do that. And I had some different trials or distractions. I mean, one was like not knowing anything about it and trying to learn that stuff. So I had to have the patience to learn it. And another problem I came into was that my computer at the time, I would render a scene, and it would take 20 minutes to render one frame, right? And you got to think, okay, about 30 frames per second, 4 minutes, that's a lot of frames, 20 minutes per frame. So I ended up finding a couple of graphics cards on Craigslist that I bought used. They were pretty top of the line for the time. I think they were maybe like a year or two old or something, but they were still if you looked up they had like benchmark tests of graphic cards, and they would still really render these frames a lot quicker than a lot of stuff. But they're GTX 780 Ti. That's the graphics card. I got 2 of them, so it would render like these little squares. Instead of just getting 1 square rendered at a time, I get 2 squares with 2 cards. Yeah. Anyway, so but through faith and patience, all that process. I mean, there's a lot of work that went into that. I got a green screen, had to learn how to do that. I bought some cheap Sony cameras, A5100 cameras, and I thought I was starting to use those just for some basic photography stuff for myself as an artist, as well as for making the videos of the covers. But the very first cover that I put out, it was actually several different old cell phones, and the video looks pretty terrible, honestly. But it is what it is. But yeah, so faith and patience. There's a lot of stuff I had to learn. Green screen, but I had the vision. I had last live stream I talked about vision, and just kept at it, and I know I've heard of artists in the past that would literally spend their entire life creating some kind of a statue, some piece of architecture. I mean, they didn't have the technology to do things quickly, but those things that they made are still around, And it's like these days, all the marketing gurus are telling musicians, "Oh, you got to put out a new song every week. You got to put out, a new. You got to create, put out more and more stuff all the time." And it's just like, I think when you put the time into something, then it stands the test of time. It lasts longer. Instead of just making something quick that people forget about and don't care about in a week or two, make something that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now, that people still care about, that people still look at that and go, wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's my story about faith and patience in my music video for Miracle. And I think that's a good transition. I'm going to show you guys my music video for Miracle. And yeah, I'm going to go away for a second while I play this, but I will still be in the chat if anyone wants to say anything. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to play this, and then after this, I'll be back for some more music. All right.
It's your hobby. That's just how well you play your part. You broke me down and I'm feeling kinda cynical. Whoa, without you, I'm still hoping for a miracle. Whoa.
you guys enjoyed that. I don't know why I just hold on here. Without a heart, you're breaking hearts like it's your hobby. That's just how well you played your part. You broke me down and I'm feeling kind of cynical. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Without you, I'm still hoping for a miracle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hate the world that you're a part of, that left you cold and dead inside. You're lost and lonely, seeking something. I wish your heart was still alive. You broke me down and I'm feeling kind of cynical. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Without you, I'm still hoping for a miracle. Whoa, whoa. We could start again if everything was new. If you weren't so far gone that there was nothing I could do. We could have ruled the world, we could have had it all. Everything made so much sense, but now we'll never know. Were you just faking all this time, wasting all my life waiting for this night? Were you just faking all this time, wasting all my life waiting for this night? You broke me down and I'm feeling kind of cynical. Well, maybe that's alright. You broke me down and I'm feeling kind of cynical. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Without you, I'm still hoping for a miracle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see.
Eh, 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 eh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Eh, eh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Needless to say, I keep her in check. She was so bad, bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crashing my place, baby, I'm a wreck. Needless to say, I keep her in check. She was so bad, bad. She was so bad, bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crashing my place, baby, I'm a wreck. Thinking in a bad way, listen your grip. Screaming at my face, baby, don't trip. Someone took a big L and all that felt. Looking at you sideways, part of your tail. Ooh, something in us can refuse. You wanna ride like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. You'll be left in the dust unless you're stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. Think your love would be too much. You'll be left in the dust unless you're stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to. Oh, every time I'm walking out, I can hear you telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust and you won't back down. Even if we gotta risk it all right now. Now you're scared of the unknown. You don't wanna be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control. You'll be left in the dust unless you're stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. Think your love will be too much. You'll be left in the dust unless you're stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower.
All right. Got one more song for the night. Before I do, let's see. I'm going to go let you guys know about a couple things. Yeah, go to my website. Still working on this. Got my new live stream link up there that I'm just going to click that real quick to see what we get. See. Oh, I got to click the actual website, not the... It should be... I was just checking it a second ago while my music video was playing. I don't know what's... Let me try refreshing this. Okay, well, I don't know what the deal is there, but... Yeah, so got my mixtape. Yeah, if you guys want one of these, go to my website. There it is. Mixtape. Got merch. Got hoodies, t-shirts. Those are the new designs for my new song that's going to be coming out pretty soon as I get the rest of this. I don't have a whole lot left to do, honestly. There's just a few more things I want to do with my website and just kind of figure out some marketing stuff. And then I'll be releasing this song. And how I'm going to do it is like the video and the song will be available immediately, like on my website, and then it'll just be like, I want to say maybe like a month later, maybe even 45 days, and then it'll be up on Spotify and all that stuff. And that way, because I see, that's what they do with movies, right? Like, that's what they did with this new Matrix movie anyway, that I noticed. They put it out on this HBO Max first, and then they said, oh yeah, because it gets everyone to go watch it there. So, I want people to come to my website and not, because, I don't really make any money off Spotify. You get paid like a millionth of a cent per play or something like that. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's sad. Like, yeah, I make way more money off of someone buying a t-shirt than I make off of like thousands and thousands of plays of my song. It's like, yeah. But if you get a mixtape, that's something, and that's like really cool because it's actual my music, and it's a really cool experience, to have an analog, thing to listen to, a tape, that vibe. Like, yeah, man, get out the old Walkman or get one used somewhere. I think they still have them that you can get pretty cheap. And it's like, I don't know, it's just cool. Like, I was taking mine to the gym for a while. Like, I'm the only one there. Everyone's got their AirPods, and I've got my Walkman playing a cassette tape. So, but all right. So yeah, merch, buy that stuff. You can leave a tip, the virtual tip jar, if you want. Like, subscribe, or I guess, yeah, make sure you join the chat in Telegram. I'll be using that now every time I do this, twice a week, on Wednesdays at 8 and Sundays at 7. Yeah, and you can, if you type something in there, like, I'll be checking that periodically anyway, so we can just stay in contact that way. Also, yeah, become an insider. There's like insiders you can see at the top up here. Yeah, you just go up here. It tells you a little bit about it, and then you just enter your information in there. And then, when the music video releases first, that's where I'm going to be sending it, first place. So people that are on, that are insiders in the email and whatnot. So, all right, cool. That's enough talking about all that stuff. Gotta plug the merch. Otherwise, yeah, gotta figure out how to make a living doing this somehow, right? All right, so I'm gonna play one last song for you guys, and then I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. But I have no idea if anyone's watching this or not. If you are, you can pop in the chat and say something. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna play this last song for you guys. This is Invisible. Gonna be releasing a music video for a fully professionally produced version of this in the near future here. So, all right, thanks guys for watching, and watching the replay too. Even if you aren't here live or whatever, just watching the replay, appreciate you. So, all right, cool. Just the ringing in my ears, no one else around, and it's been that way for years. Standing in a crowd, I blended with the air, parties bumping loud, but I'll always be downstairs. Oh, do you even care? Oh, do you think it's fair? I'm screaming your name at the top of my lungs. I'm losing my voice, but it's never enough. Oh, feels like I'm fading away. Feels like I'm turning invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Invisible.
even there, you apologize. It's one more lie, I don't care. I've heard you the truth, but you'd rather have a lie. I thought I was invisible, maybe you're just blind. Oh, do you even care? Oh, do you think it's fair? I'm screaming your name at the top of my lungs. I'm losing my voice, but it's never enough. Oh, feels like I'm fading away. Feels like I'm turning invisible. Invisible, that's so long. Invisible. Invisible, that's so long. I'm screaming your name at the top of my lungs. I'm losing my voice, but it's never enough, never enough. Oh, feels like I'm fading away. Feels like I'm turning invisible. 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 Feels like I'm turning invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Invisible. Invisible, and so alone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that's all I got for tonight. Thanks, guys, for hanging out or watching the replay, however you're seeing this. And yeah, if you are watching the replay, feel free to hop in the chat on Telegram there as well. And I should be able to respond to you even if you aren't watching this live. So, all right, cool, guys. That's all I got for you tonight. Have a good night.